Taigi dar sveiki, sveiki visi DELFI TV transliacijų žiūrovai. Mes ir toliau tęsime mūsų pokalbius iš DELFI TV studijos Login festivalio metu. Nacionalinis dramos teatras ir dar vienas mūsų pašnekovas Rogieris Telderis, Booking.com Baltijos regiono vadovas, kurio pranešimas yra Future of Traveling arba ateities kelionės, ateities keliavimas. So, hello Roger.
Hello, Vitas.
So, first of all, Future of Traveling.
Yeah.
What do you mean by your presentation, by your announcement? What future holds for traveling, for travelers?
Well, what I'm going to explain during my keynote is how we as a startup company started and how the past of traveling really evolved, how it is nowadays, and how the consumer in the end reacts on our features, our platform, to make travel as much as easy, and we encourage them to empower the world. So that's where the keynote speech will be about.
You are representative of Baltic countries in Booking.com, yeah?
Yeah, correct.
How much that developing technology helped boost all the masses that travel all around the world? Could you answer that?
Yeah. Well, I think an important part is that we have a very strong local preference. So that means we have established permanent offices in the Baltic countries. So one here based in Vilnius, in the Europa Center, one in Riga, where we're covering Latvia, one in Tallinn, where we're covering Estonia, where we have a dedicated team working with account managers, account executives, who are constantly working on improving the supply, so that means the bookable rooms, serving the partner, and in terms of what we see on global data, in terms of how the customer behaves, how we can transport that towards the Baltic countries, and what that specifically means in terms of opportunities for the accommodation partners based in Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia. We're constantly innovating our product, because the customer in the end decides what they want to book and where they want to travel, right? And that's what we constantly try to improve, but also improve the destination in terms of descriptions, but also in terms of how guest leaves the review, how they experience their stay, but also the location where they what they have visited, especially Vilnius, for example, but also the main very nice coastal seaside, Palanga, Klaipėda, Koroni and Split, and that's what we're constantly doing.
What Booking.com offers right now? Is it a package regarding only the hotels, or are you trying to offer more around the hotels, like cars or something like this?
It's a very good question. We currently changed our mission statement in terms we want to empower people to experience the world. And that exactly means is that from the past, people were searching for hotel accommodations or accommodations to stay, right, where they help them easily to travel and to make an easy booking. And nowadays what we see is that it changed in terms of behavior, in terms that they want to have the end-to-end experience. So exactly is that we try to support in the future to when a person or a guest arrive at the airport, that we easily can transfer them towards the hotels, but also what kind of places they want to visit during their stay. So that means that museums, all kind of attractions, what we like to include in our app, where people easily can access, make a payment, skip the lines, and easily know where to what to visit.
How popular Booking.com is among Lithuanians? Do you have this kind of information?
Yeah, well, I think very popular. What we do see is that the domestic traveler, and if we call domestic traveler, it's Lithuanians, but also Latvians and Estonians. They are increasing using our platform to book their travel. So it's not only the people from abroad who are visiting Lithuania, but also the Lithuanians themselves exploring their own country, but also the Baltic country itself. So I can say it's very, very popular. In terms of, to talk about some numbers, is that we currently have more than 2,800 accommodations online. So that means that they're instantly bookable. For Latvia, approximately 2,200, and Estonia almost 2,500. And that number keeps on increasing, also due to the fact that we have a very dedicated team constantly working on that.
Do you have those other places among all the Europe countries that Lithuanians love to travel, do you have like this information? Where do Lithuanians go?
Well, I cannot be very specific in terms where they're all traveling, but what we see is that recently we have relocated our language specialists, because we also have language specialists working for Booking.com. And what they currently do is translating the information we have available for the accommodation partners in the Lithuanian language. So if people visit the Booking.com website and they search for destinations, they see the hotel descriptions, but also the destination descriptions, like in France or most popular places all over Europe, translated in the Lithuanian English. And that's only what we're doing when we see there the demand. So yeah, Lithuanians are traveling also a lot abroad. Yeah.
Since now you have offices in Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, does that mean that these countries, this destination become more popular during the few later years?
Well, in general I can say that it is. Why? Because we only open an office where we see demand, because it doesn't make sense that we focus on certain spots where people don't want to travel. So in the end, yes, we see an incoming demand of people traveling towards the Baltics, and that's also what I mentioned before, is that we are improving the end-to-end experience. So adding the experience offers like museums and other kind of attractions where people can easily use them.
So Roger, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being in our studio.
You're welcome.